Just a gorgeous fall after. Sun out, roof open. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Operating from the gun. Herman looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Second and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Down, 60 Pittsburgh. 56. It's our deal. It's our deal.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back,
Good job declining that penalty.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
Your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
To throw is Brissett, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett now. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Briggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing, Brissett. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All day, every day, any day.
Brissett. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Brissett now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Brissett again, letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. He's got the passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. They'll throw again. Brissett looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their two drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Brissett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Miami.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Right there, 56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll run here with Balaj. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. Right here. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4.
From the red zone now, Brissett. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brissett. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice.
revisit. Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
All day, baby. All day, all day, all day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Now back to throw. We'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. This one into the hands of Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Miami.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Brissett now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. He's got to face down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 6 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in a second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Come on.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
To throw, Brissett. And this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Switch. Check. Crunch. Check.
They run again with Breida. Room here to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Pollard again. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes in.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Brissett. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Breida. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brissett now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Day in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
You got tight right there.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Brissett from the gun on third. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go.
They run it with Balaj. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Push him back.
They run with Breida, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. That'll be complete to Breida. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida taking it in. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Mike's 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Miami, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at